Assalamu alaikum. This is Sojla Sahar from Mashriq.Tv. Today our first story is about Gulf states must have role in new US-Iran talks, says Saudi Foreign Minister. Saudi Arabia and the other Gulf states must play a key role in any talks between the US and Iran to revive the deal to curb Tehran's nuclear program, the kingdom's foreign minister said on Saturday. Joe Biden has indicated that when he takes office as US President next month, he will return to the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action from which Donald Trump withdrew in 2018. Primarily, what we expect is that we are fully consulted, that we and our regional friends are fully consulted vis-a-vis the negotiations with Iran, Prince Faisal bin Farhan said at the Manama Dialogue Security Conference in Bahrain. The only way toward reaching an agreement that is sustainable is through such consultation. I think we have seen as a result of the after effects of the JCPOA that not involving regional countries results in a build-up of mistrust and neglect of the issues of real concern and of real effect on regional security. Earlier, Prince Faisal hinted at an imminent resolution to the diplomatic dispute with Qatar. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Egypt and Bahrain severed ties with Doha in June 2017 over its closeness to Iran and funding of Islamist terrorism. Prince Faisal confirmed that the kingdom is in full coordination with its partners in this process and the prospects that we are very positive toward a final agreement. Let's move on to our next story. US terminates 5 Chinese cultural exchange programs. United States is taking more harsh actions against Chinese threat. Secretary of State Pompeo also confirmed the termination of 5 programs disguised as cultural exchanges with the People's Republic of China. These programs include the Policymakers Educational China Trip Program, the US-China Friendship Program, the US-China Leadership Exchange Program, and the US-China Trans-Pacific Exchange Program, and the Hong Kong Educational and Culture Program. This past week, the US announced new time limits on visas for members of the Chinese Communist Party and their families, cutting the period their travel documents are valid to 1 month from 10 years. Let's move on to our next story. China prepares to roll out large-scale coronavirus vaccines. Provincial governments across China are placing orders for experimental, domestically made coronavirus vaccines, though health officials have yet to say how well they work or how they may reach the country's 1.4 billion people. Developers are speeding up final testing, the Chinese foreign minister said during a UN meeting last week, as Britain approved emergency use of Pfizer's vaccine candidate and providers scrambled to set up distribution. Even without final approval, more than 1 million healthcare workers and others in China who are deemed at high risk of infection have received experimental vaccines under emergency use permission. There has been no word on possible side effects. China's fledgling pharmaceutical industry has at least 5 vaccines from 4 producers being tested in more than a dozen countries, including Russia, Egypt, and Mexico. Health experts say even if they are successful, the certification process for the United States, Europe, Japan, and other developed countries might be complex for them to be used there. This is it for now. Thank you for watching Mashriq.Tv. If you have any queries, you can email us at info@mashriq.tv.